Hope everyone's doing well. We are live. It is Sunday. We have 2 hours till kickoff. We have 1 hour until the selection show for college football. And I already got to take the warm-up jacket off. Let's go. Morning, Mark. How's it going? If you are live, if you on the Twitter, on the YouTube, etc., we have the Profit X site up. We're scrolling the plays. We're going to get into these here. Shout out to the TikTok stream, letting people get in there. Listen, I'm going to share a lot of free plays today. We're going to go through a lot of stuff. If you see on the screen, you see the QR code that I have shared up there. Let me actually get it on there right now. That QR code, that's for all my plays. Cards minus 2.5. I like cards minus 2.5. I like cards money line. If you saw the NFL life-changing parlay, we do have cards money line in that. We have the Jags, which are dogs. We have the Cards. We have the Bills. We have the Bucks, and we have the Saints. That's plus 920 on Rebet. Rebet is free if anyone wants it. That's the QR code right there. It's in my links. It's everything. 700 in bets today, says Mark. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's stack it up. Let's have a big one. I got a lot of action on the board. Had a huge day yesterday. Absolutely hammered Oregon, like I said I would. Absolutely hammered Oregon. Hammered. -3, -6.5 live. Money line. Pay the juice. I don't care. Feeling good, Mark. Love it. All right, so let's go through the site. As you can see, you got the Profit X board up here. This is also in my links. If anyone wants to use this, this is Better Lines because this is a peer-to-peer exchange. So you're just not going to see as juicy. You also see interesting lines, juicier alt lines, more aggressive reverse alt lines. Because for everything, there's a reverse, right? That's what peer-to-peer is. So let's see what looks good. Let's get into it. And if you have specific questions, in the chats, let me know. We'll talk about the games. If I miss your question, run it back. I'll try to get in a little bit, but we're going to go through these, and we're going to have a massive day. Love it. Love Profit X. Yes, Zach. Hell yeah. People that pay attention to the stuff I'm saying. Obviously, like that's an affiliate. I want people to sign up because I get paid off people signing up. But like I don't do stuff that I don't use myself. I've tried to do deals in the past. I've tried to do deals in the past with places that I didn't actually use, and it was super fake, and it's super. The videos are bullshit. The conversation's bullshit. All that. Love Atlanta today. I don't mind it either. The lines are insanely good. That's a fact. Under total points in the Seattle game, it went way under when they played a couple of weeks ago. That's the thing. Seattle and Arizona played very recently. Now, I think the game went surprisingly, so we can't super rely on that data. But yeah, they played just 2-3 weeks ago. Browns Steelers game is probably the biggest stay away spot. I don't like the over, I don't like the under, I don't like the spread on either side. That's probably the biggest stay away spot. Mac Jones, legacy game. I do like the Jaguars. I think, listen, Trevor Lawrence has been playing bad, and I know he's not the only person to blame for the Jaguars' terrible season. But I don't think there's going to be a massive drop off with Mac Jones. There also might be a little bit of energy. You know, you bring in a backup quarterback, it's a little bit of an energy boost with a team that's been losing game after game after game. Maybe they're fired up after that hit against Herbert, and that's what they're fired up about. But the fact of the matter is, you're getting the Jags plus 152 against the Titans. The Titans are just a trash team. They're a trash team. This game could obviously go either way, but I like the Jaguars in this spot. Vikings, I don't really like it. I don't love Vikings. I think the best play in that game might be you could get the Falcons at plus 3.5 in the first half. To cover a field goal in the first half, I know the Falcons have underperformed, but to cover a field goal in the first half, you got Kirk Cousins going into Minnesota. That's something. Calling up of left end Kevin Crespi significant in the Falcons game? I don't think significant, no. Here's something to pay attention to. Like, unless you are like a college coach or higher, just turn on notifications, Corey. Do it in the app. If you have any issues, let me know and I'll hit the tech team up. But unless you're like a I don't run the tech on. So if someone's not getting a notification, I would just say check it frequently. I'll let the tech team know. Thank you for letting me know. I'll let the tech team know. Check it frequently throughout this, throughout today, because there will be live action. Yeah, Oregon was a huge win. But to the point I was making just a second ago, sorry about that. To the point I was making just a second ago, unless you are like an NFL head coach, maybe a college head coach, like that level of student of the game, of able to look at tape, able to break down tape, able to understand the game of football. When you should be aware of the injury report, you should be aware of backups, you should be aware of talent differential. But I think that as bettors, we underestimate or overestimate the impact of an individual player and don't understand how important systems are and coaching is and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes and goes on that we can't really see on the screen, the physical talent that impacts the ability for a defense to perform. So when we see, an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman or a basically skill position offensive player get replaced that isn't an absolute superstar standout player, we have to understand that, the impact might not be as significant as we think. It's a defense as a whole. We have to factor in the coaching. We have to understand the system. We have to understand the game planning. We have to understand the way they interact with the rest of the team and what their assignments are going to be. And if there's a big drop off in talent at a certain defensive position, it's not going to be just, you can't evaluate the exact drop off, right? You have to understand that the rest of the team is kind of going to cover for that. You're not going to expose that person as much. Drink it today. We'll see. What do we think about Titans Jags under today? Seems like it's going to be a 20-point. I mean, it could be, but we got a couple pick sixers out there, and we got a lot of unpredictability. It's a low total at 40. I don't think it's as free. I'm staying away from the total in that game. I'm not saying take the over. I'm just staying away. Moving on to the Panthers Eagles. I mean, look, obviously the Eagles are way better than the Panthers, but if you're getting plus 740, you're getting plus 740 on an NFL money line. That's tempting. Cool, Dixie. Good stuff. You're getting plus 740 on an NFL team's money line. I mean, I kind of like the Eagles. I've got a teaser on the Eagles. I think they are positioned well to blow out the Panthers, but plus 740 on a money line, it's tough not to sprinkle that. I'm just saying. Plus 740 on a money line for an NFL team. This is not college football where you have a team where you have Ohio State playing College of the Ozarks. 55 for bottomless. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Edward M. Brown, appreciate the follow. Run those files up. Yeah, see, the guy bet 3 million on Eagles money line. That's crazy. So listen, I am in favor of hammering a money line at like minus 150, minus 170 type play when you are extremely confident and saying, who knows, it might get weird with the cover, it might get weird with the spread. I'm just gonna hammer this money line because this team can't lose. I'm not against that. I hammered Oregon yesterday. It was one of my biggest plays of the year. They were minus 160, and I absolutely nuked them. I also took a -3, and I also took a -6.5 live. But I just hammered Oregon. It wasn't even a play I gave out because I'm not in the business of giving out minus 165 money lines. I was just like, they're not losing this game. They're not losing this game, and I hammered them. Not the guy who bet 3.1 million on the Eagles. Like I said, I would never do that on a minus 780. I wouldn't even bet $100 on the Eagles at minus 780. There's no value in the play whatsoever. I think the Eagles obviously win this game, but I don't think that they have a 85% chance of winning the game. 87% chance of winning the game. I don't think that they have a better chance of winning the game than the odds imply. That's nice. I think the Eagles are probably like 75, 80% chance to win. Very strong. Yeah, yours blew it. Yours also blew the plus 822 because we had Clemson, we had the over in the Clemson SMU, we had Texas, and we had Oregon. So Texas blew that big time. Like the Cardinals versus Seattle. I like that too. Devontae London or Charbonnet at flex. If you are on the Twitter stream or the YouTube stream, I can do a player sim here. I'll do it on occasion. I'm not trying to go through all these, but we can look at a sim for London real quick. I want to see that. Projected targets for Drake London 10.46, reception 6.8, projected receiving yards 74, projected touchdown 0.33. So looking at this Rude Bet Sim tool, I'm seeing him at about, if you're doing full PPR, about 14.5 points. If you're doing half PPR, about 11. Hammer Georgia, Mark. Good work for you. Your largest wager last night, what was it? Georgia, Oregon, Clemson, and Arizona State in your parlay. Good work, bro. Good work. Yeah, Clemson was a great play. I really like that. So yeah, I wouldn't mind starting London in that spot. All right, moving on. New Orleans against the Giants. Listen, it's a weird spread. I don't really like 5.5-point spreads, generally speaking. 5-point spreads, 4.5-point spreads. The Giants suck. The Saints suck, but not as bad. The Saints are going to win this game. I don't think there's any value on it, though. I don't think there's any value anywhere here. If you wanted to go under 41, it's kind of okay, but the Saints can sometimes pop off, and you never know. And once a game gets lopsided, you see a little bit more prevent type defense that could lead to more points. I'm staying away from every single thing on this board. I do have the Saints money line in my parlay, but on an individual basis, no value on the money line. Looking to the Raiders, Bucks. The Raiders are terrible. They've picked up a little bit. They almost won against KC. We had a money line plus 700. Fucking disgusting. But the Bucks offense has been rolling, and the Raiders defense is bad. The Bucks offense will continue to roll. I like them covering 6.5. Baker's been playing well. The slate's okay. It's definitely a dog heavy slate though. Favorite spread pick today is probably going to be the Falcons plus 6. Probably the Falcons plus 6 or the Bucks minus 6.5. To be honest. Listen, I know the Vikings are playing well and they continue to play well. They're 10-2 now. The Falcons struggled last week, was really terrible for the Falcons. So I understand people's concerns with the Falcons. I think it's a good spot. I think Kirk going to Minnesota matters too. I think he's taken seriously the knock on him about not stepping it up in the big time. And it's not, a quarterback's not a physical position. You can't just will yourself to success as a quarterback, but you can prepare. You can prepare at a higher level. And I could see that Kirk coming in, dialed in, ready to go against the Vikings. I know coaching has changed and whatnot, so he's not quite as prepared to understand this defense, but he has a higher awareness of the defense. I think he has more of an advantage in the familiarity here. I think it's a good spot for the Falcons. I think this is a spot where they come to play. And the Vikings, it could be a letdown spot. I know they're home. I know the crowd gets into it, but they're 10-2. They've been winning games, but they're not really talked about in the race. I think that there's definitely some letdown spot capability for the Vikings. I think that there's value on the Vikings money line. I think the Vikings first half plus 3.5 is good. I think the Vikings plus 6 is good. All those options. I'm not saying get action on every single level of the Falcons here, but I'm definitely leaning Falcons. I definitely think there's value on the Falcons. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the follows. Run those up. If you're on the YouTube stream or the Twitter stream, you could see my screen. This is Profit X. It's in my links. Everything I talk about is in my links. That QR code will get you all my plays. I'm going to flash this other. That's actually for the free $100 entry, the QR code. I'm going to flash this for all my plays. That QR code will get you on SoBet, where I post all my plays every single day. You'll see the full card props, regular plays, live bets that drop off, the one long shot parlay that I put out as well. All this goes up every single day on SoBet, fully researched plays with the line, with the unit size, with everything that I'm taking into consideration on these plays. That all goes up on SoBet every single day. Like I said, that's the QR code there. And then I'm also in my links, Profit X. That's the book that I'm looking at right now, this exchange platform. This is where I place the majority of my straight action. SoBet's worth it, says Mark. I appreciate you. I agree. Hop in the SoBet right now. Go join. If you DM me on Instagram right now, I'll slide you a discount code. We're going to get into the rest of the site. I'll slide you a discount code right now, though. If you DM me on Instagram, you're going to see me talk about these plays. You'll get, I'm giving out free plays. On Twitter, I post free plays. I post live bets. I post slips all the time. So, if you're following me on everywhere, you definitely get plays. But if you want the full card every single day, all my analysis, all my research, all of that, it's on SoBet. It's $15 a month. It's one of the best deals in this space. Anyone who's betting on sports can afford 50 cents a day to be doing this. And we're up massively. We're going to have our highs, we're going to have our lows, but consistently returning profit. Yesterday, we went 3-1 in college football. We went 3-0 in NBA, and we're about to have a big day in NFL. We've been getting better and better and better in NFL. 19-6 on my primetime playlist. Enough of the rant. Back to the board. Just saying, if you want these plays, if you want to really dial in, talk about being a successful long-term profitable sports bettor, this is the way. Coin function is nothing. So with the sweepstakes websites, you'll buy coins and then they'll give you cash or like profit cash or rebate cash or whatever. The cash thing is what matters. The coins are just there to be a loophole to call it like a sweepstakes model, but the cash is what matters. The cash is what you can redeem for exactly dollar value when you're done. It's just a loophole. You could bet the rebet coins or the profit cash or anything like that. It's meaningless. It's play money. It's sweepstakes. The cash that you buy, that you cash out 1-to-1. That's
they can't say it on the site because they have to go through the legal loophole to allow it to be legal all throughout the US, but that is US dollars. So if you pay for 5,000 coins with $500, you're gonna get $500 of rebet cash. And if you turn that $500 of rebet cash into $1,000 of rebet cash, you can withdraw it for $1,000 US. It's the same thing. It's very simple. It's silly, but that's just the reality. All right, moving on. Jets, Dolphins. That's definitely a stay away spot for me as well. I do think the Dolphins win this game, but I think 6 is a lot. But I'm not saying the Jets are gonna cover that 6. They've been bad. They've been bad, 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 bad. We've been fading them consistently. We've also been fading the Dolphins, so I don't really want to do it. We sure do love our good American loopholes. That's a fact. You set the rules, we'll figure out a way to beat the system. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it rolling here. Moving on to the Seahawks cards. Yeah, I think the Seahawks have good value. -2.5 is okay. -142 on the money line. Yeah, it's not the best line ever. I think the Cardinals win this game. I wish the line were a little bit better. So I don't think there's tremendous value on the cards because there's a decent amount of public money on them that's kind of pushing that line up a little bit. Seahawks did just beat them a couple weeks ago. Cardinals haven't played great lately. I think this is a good spot for them. I think this is absolutely a must-win game that completely changes the outlook of the division. The result of this game completely changes the outlook of the division. Either the Cardinals are right there with the Seahawks or they're left in the dust if they don't get this win. I think that they're going to be able to make adjustments to what the Seahawks did to the Cards last time. They're probably going to spy Murray. I think Murray's going to have to be able to get the ball out a little bit quicker and find his guys. Marvin Harrison, if he can be able to get open on the broken plays a little bit more, I think it could be a big tight end game. And yeah, the Cardinals defense is prepared for the Seahawks. I think they're going to give Geno a tough day. I think they're going to give Geno a tough day, and I like the Cardinals in the spot. Then we move on to the Bears, Niners. I think the Niners are still a little bit overvalued because of the history of the Niners, because of how long they've been very good. But I don't think they're playing well. It's not just injuries. I think they're playing poorly. I think Brock Purdy's playing poorly. I think Kittle's hardly getting involved. Bosa's out. Warner is back. He had some like cramps against the Bills, I guess. There's stuff going on with Trent Williams on the personal end. Purdy hasn't had a great year. Obviously, CMC's out. You have to imagine it's a deflated locker room. You lose your star running back as you lose a really, really important game. And you don't just lose it. You get absolutely dominated on Sunday Night Football by the Bills. Go Bills. Get absolutely rolled by the Bills on Sunday Night Football to move to 5-7 and lose your star running back that you thought, all right, maybe we got a chance he's back. I think there's a big spot for the 49ers to come out looking trash. That being said, the Bears mentally are in kind of a similar spot. I think the under in this game has some value, but I like the Bears money line plus 156. Light play has some value. The Bears plus 3 is okay. I like the line at plus 3.5. But yeah. And then moving on to the Bills Rams. Bills are a juggernaut. Bills are rolling. Rams, they haven't really gotten the offense fully clicking on all cylinders, getting everybody involved. The Bills are returning a lot of injured players on the defense. Their defense has been getting better and better as a result of that. So I think that there's kind of less value on the Bills defense than there should be because they were so weak when they were banged up earlier on in the season. But I think the Bills are rolling. 3.5 is an ugly line. I don't love it. I can see the Rams playing it close. You don't see McVay get blown out a lot. He's a very good coach. I think both of these coaches know each other well, prepare for each other well. So I think the under can be tempting, but the Bills offense has just been absolutely rolling. It's tough taking the Bills minus 3.5 because their kicking's been inconsistent. I know it's in a dome. That should help. Best does have a leg. He made a 61-yard game winner earlier this season. He's also missed a lot of 40-something yarders and 50 plus. If you get the Bills at minus 3, I would like it a lot. I'm staying away from that. I'm going to kind of see how the day plays out and maybe drop something for that later on. And then we're wrapping it up with the Chargers Chiefs. And listen, I've been fading the Chiefs a lot against the spread and money line. The spread's been hitting. The money line, obviously not. They're 10-1, 11-1. Chiefs have been playing bad. I will stand by that. I will die on that hill. The Chiefs have been playing poorly. For the Chiefs, they've been playing poorly. They're 11-1. Yeah, we get it. They find a way to win. Yeah, they do. But let's be real. Talk about rigging. Talk about whatever. I think Pickens will play. Yeah. Talk about whatever you want to talk about, whether it's rigging or Taylor Swift witchcraft or just luck. When your opponent has a false start or an illegal formation and somehow the play's not blown dead, and you win against the Raiders, which are a bottom 3 team in the league last week. That's luck. They didn't play well. They didn't deserve to win the game. Their kicker missed 2 field goals, and then they missed the 3rd opportunity for a walk-off field goal. The Chiefs sucked in that game. They played really badly. And there's been a lot of games like this where the Chiefs have been playing poorly. I understand it's the Chiefs. I understand last year people were worried about them and they figured it out and they won the Super Bowl for the 2nd year in a row. I understand they have the best record in the NFL and they've won the last 2 Super Bowls. I get that. I'm not saying sleep on the Chiefs. They're Super Bowl contenders, obviously. The Chiefs have been playing bad football. Could it turn around? Obviously. They have Mahomes. He could turn around. He could flip a switch, obviously. But he hasn't. He hasn't flipped that switch. The Chargers are consistent. The Chargers have been playing good ball. The Chargers are coming out week after week after week and putting together good games, consistent on the defensive side, moving the ball on the offense. Got to be a lot better in the red zone. Got to finish drives. A little bit more explosive chunk plays would be nice to see. But they've been playing consistently well. Harbaugh's good. He's got the guys playing well. This is a huge spot for Herbert on Sunday Night Football to come out and beat Mahomes. Get a signature win. Do something. We know you're talented. We know you're good. You've got to do something. You got to do something impressive. You blew your 1 playoff game. You had a great rookie season. We know the arm talent's there. We know you're a good quarterback. We know it's not your fault. But you got to win a big game at some point. Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs. Go out and get this dub. I love the Chargers +4, and I like them on the money line. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't think the Chiefs are playing very good football. I think the Chiefs are probably one of the top 3 or 4 teams I would lean to win the Super Bowl because I know what they're capable. I know what Andy Reid is capable of. I know what Patrick Mahomes is capable. I don't really know what Travis Kelce at this age and this performance level is capable of, to be totally honest. I know what the defense is capable of, but it's not as good. The Chiefs right now aren't in the top 8 scariest teams I would want to play today. I'm a Bills fan. We absolutely rolled them. No surprises, always do in the regular season. The Chiefs are playing unimpressive football. The record's impressive. The legacy's impressive. Mahomes is impressive. Reed's impressive. The Chiefs are not playing impressive football. I love the Chargers. I love the +4. I love the money line. I fucking love it, baby. I want to end this day with a banger. That's what I like. If you want all the plays, they're up on SoBet. That's in my links. You know what to do. You know where to get them. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll slide you a discount link right now. Full cards up there. I got a life-changing parlay that I dropped everywhere. It's in the links. You get it on Rebet. You get a free $100 entry. Okay? Get a free $100 entry to tail my life-changing parlay. We've hit 2 of these for 20 units. Obviously, the 13 others we've lost, so we're up 7 units on doing these parlays every single week. Okay? We're stacking cash. If you got any questions about anything I talk about, shoot me a DM, but I got free bets. I got Telegram. It's free. I drop free stuff in there. I have the SoBet. I post my plays every single day. I drop links in there for all the free bets, all the stuff. I got a link in there called Betting Hero. You pop it open. You see all the books that are available in your area. You download them. You get the bonuses. You hedge the bonuses against each other. Literal free cash. All the stuff I talk about. People just want, what's the play today? What's the play? What's the better play? Do you think they win? Do you think they win? Do you think? Take the free money. Do you want to be profitable or do you want to bet one game? Because I told you what I like in these games and I post my plays every single day on SoBet. But do you want to be profitable? Do you actually want to learn? Do you want to understand how to be a profitable sports bettor? Or do you want to go to the casino today and treat the NFL game like you can hand a blackjack? Because I'm here to teach you how to win money. Shoot me a DM if you have questions about anything I'm talking about. Check out all my links. Check out all my socials. All it is, free game, endlessly. Put out the picks. I'll put out more free plays throughout the day. If you're on Twitter, I'm posting all day on Twitter. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Chirp, chirp, chirp. And if you want to build your bankroll a little bit to get yourself going for a big day, get all that free stuff. Get the free $100 entry on Rebet. Tail the parlay with that. Get on Betting Hero. Get all the books. Get all the free bonuses. Use those to start your bankroll. And then let's stack up today, all right? Love all you guys except for the ones I hate. We'll be back. I might be live throughout the day at some point, whatever. Like I said, I got a free Telegram and everything in the links. You know how to get in touch. If you miss out on this, that's on you, not me. Cheers.